Jets scored with like, uh, I think it was just like under 2 minutes left, and
Mm-hmm.
then went for two to take a 1 point lead.
Uh-huh.
And then Dolphins had three timeouts, went down the field, got in field goal range after missing like almost all of his PATs
Yeah.
that game.
Him is all
Hits an
PTs.
iced field goal to win.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like an EML instant classic, but that game doesn't matter because about the purple people eaters. The Brooklyn beats the better purple team against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, considering record, they're the better team.
The real purple team.
Well, the
I
Ravens
mean,
are.
if you look at them, one is a very different purple than the other,
I
though.
I kind of I'm not gonna lie. I like the
I
beats
didn't
a
even
little bit
really
better.
think of that.
No, no,
It's
I
kind of got
don't.
this
No, I don't.
neon purple to it. I don't know what it is, but
I would rather see Derrick Henry in a Ravens jersey than a Beats jersey.
we have seen that before, haven't we?
Yeah, when I was the Ravens, or you were, both of us.
Yeah.
I don't really remember. Doesn't matter. Herbert hands off to Williams to the outside. I stopped the music. I apologize. I am foolish. If anyone wants to hit the boost again, you totally could.
Yeah, let's reboost this.
Yeah,
Let's
reboot.
get these kids back in here. See if there's anybody in his chat as well watching.
Compilation. Soren and Flying Ike steal your viewers. Anyone watching? Two people. Oh, goodness. Get him out of there. Herbert has the man down the seam and throws right to... Is that Daniel Wright?
Mickle Wright out of
Nickel?
Oregon, just a
No way.
speedster.
Out of Oregon?
Out of Oregons.
Almost went and gone for that one. Oh, boy.
And that's exactly the zone he's supposed to be just chilling in, and he just played that beautifully. Just sat there, and he had a high-low read. Unfortunately, he took the wrong read, and
I think both were covered, really.
yeah, proved costly.
Well, for those of you watching, this is the Beats home stadium. I can't really tell what it is. If it's a canopy or if it's a sphere. I don't think it's a sphere. I think it's a canopy stadium. So that's exciting if you're a Brooklyn Beats fan. That's all I have.
Fair enough. Well, it's a football field with a roof over their head and people in the stands. That's all you can ask for.
Sold out here for this game. They were really excited for this one. They saw purple on purple. They said, wait a minute. Opportunity. And there's a ton of purple. And we can't tell which is which. Kind of. You can kind of tell. Over the middle. Mark Andrews. Tell me about the Ravens team. You play against them a good bit. Do you think he has the skills to beat Benny? A pass-happy team that just doesn't want to run the ball because he gets bored. That's verbatim what he's told me. He says he does not like running because it gets boring.
Gosh. Yeah, I think that describes him really well. He has all of the qualities, as J.K. Dobbins just little zigzag in the outside power for a couple yards, second and goal at the 5. But yeah, he obviously has the team, the roster to move the ball through the air, on the ground, overseas, to the moon. Whatever you want to do, this team is capable of it. The fact is, can he tame
himself?
Yeah, really. I know you see Lamar just scrambling out of the pocket trying to get the mid blitz will come at you like that. But yeah, you have Lamar, and he's crazy with his feet, not always super accurate, but he has speed that he can throw to, and if he can make the right reads, and as well as Lamar just shows up and throws some accurate passes, he can keep up with anybody.
As Lamar's had a couple wide open guys that he's refused to throw to, and that one he threw to the wrong guy. Almost picked
when
off.
You're throwing to somebody that's just standing still, it's really easy to recover as a defensive player. And luckily it just falls incomplete, able to settle for 3. Baltimore able to execute off of that turnover though, so kind of in a way it's kind of free points because you weren't even supposed to have the ball yet.
Yeah, no, you got that pick that Benny threw right to Mickle Wright, and here we are. Beats back on offense. It is a canopy stadium. Can confirm.
Sure enough.
What about some other teams? Did Derek win?
I don't know if he's played this week. He might have, but I didn't check into it, actually.
Okay. Curious.
Oh, he played at Advanced last night. That's right. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh my god.
No, he lost.
To who?
The Rams. They
No
disconnected. Derek was having a good game, their first run, and then game 2 happened, and the score was 2-3 for the longest time.
No.
No joke. The game was 2-3, and then it went to 5-3, and then I think it ended up being like 13-10 or something. I can't remember what it was.
How'd they recover that score?
It was a very disgusting game for a while.
2-3.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that one. As there's a run game for the Beats, 5 for 30. Nothing really crazy so far in the game.
Yeah, you'll notice in the backfield. I know it's kind of hard to. If you visualize this team as the Chargers, something looks off. It's not Austin Eckler in the backfield.
No.
It's Javonte Williams from inside the division, Denver Broncos. So they went a little bit younger, but developable.
Oh, Derek won.
Developable running back. Oh, he did?
15-10. Derek won.
Oh, yeah, he did win that game, huh? Okay, yeah. Something happened that game. I don't know what.
It was a fever dream. They didn't really happen.
I can't
anyway.
put it into words.
It didn't really happen anyway. I was just curious. If he won. I saw the ball and I was like, oh, look at that. Anyway, the Beats for the first time, actually in leading their division for the playoffs, like in a great spot. One loss to the Jets, and now have back-to-back losses. If you've watched the last stream. But the Beats are actually making a case for themselves this year, 3 seasons in.
Yeah, usually it's been the Raiders, even though, and every time I mention the Raiders, I try not to. I have to think twice about what I'm going to say next.
Yeah.
He kind of gets exposed in the playoffs, so it's kind of like whoever makes the division in this, like, is just like, you kind of just get handed like a participation trophy. Because, I don't know, nobody really takes them that seriously. But this year it's looking a little different. You know, Stoney isn't getting handed the division. We have a new Broncos user. And now Benny, the Chargers Beats, whatever you want to call him, is now having a kind of serious run. So, you know, it makes you think twice.
Some of them have been forced wins, granted, but 7-1 nonetheless. And his only loss is to the Jets, who lead the AFC least, really. Sorry. There's a lot to be desired in that division, really. What? Dolphins. I'm going to talk about them. 6-4. Playoff hope, I think, still alive.
Yeah, I think almost anybody's hopes are alive at this point in the AFC. A lot of inconsistencies around the league. But yeah, what's nice about that game is that they know each other in real life. I think they know each other through work. So I'm sure they've seen plenty of each other throughout their years in Madden. So that might be a close game on paper, basically because of that.
Who? Dolphins and Jets?
The Jets and Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Are they that close?
I don't know how close they are, but
I
do know that they know each other.
Mason. I think he's a rookie or something. Ben Mason. Quite the. If you saw the YouTube video, he's a 99 overall.
Yeah, it didn't bait us at all for that one.
No, and then Tyreek Hill squished negative 48 million in cap. Quite the shot there. Second quarter, Beats scoreless. This is one of their couple drives. This is the second or third drive.
I think this is still their second drive. They've just been slowly moving down the
drive.
field. They took up a good chunk of that first quarter because obviously with the quick turnover, their very first drive, the Ravens went down, got a field goal, and then they just used the rest of the first quarter just to get down here, now into the red zone.
And
what
the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, Javante's already at 11 carries. So in the second quarter. That's going to say he's at 11 for 70. So maybe he's finally leading into the run game, and that's why he maybe succeeding more.
Yeah, I mean, I think as pass happy as the Beats have been, we know they have Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Guyton, Gabriel Davis. Like they have some quality receivers.
Just re-signed him
for
7 years.
Herbert to get the ball out to. But this Ravens have some ball hawkers on the defensive side of the ball. So it definitely makes you question how much you want to move it through the air. And it's showing time and time again that they're just going to lean on Javonte. Is slowly but surely they get first downs.
But 4th and inches, no first down here.
It's not going to be a given, but I would imagine he would go for it being a given 4th and inches situation.
I mean, Javante's been getting at least a yard every time, if not more. I mean, he is 12. Like he's got to run it, right? There's no way you don't run it.
I don't know how you do anything else unless you see a mismatch somewhere. He's going to come out on the goal line, look defensively.
Hold on now. It's a pass. It's finally. And what do you? And he was going underneath with that.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure he's going underneath with that.
Yeah,
from the way that quarterback turned.
The fact that he was in a weak formation, the fullback was off to his left side. He did not see him at all, just uncovered in the flats, and just took too long to make a read. When you're coming out in goal line, you are sending the house, and everybody is manned up. So if you don't make the correct read, as we see Bateman just on a crosser from right to left, get a good chunk play on first down.
Against that cover 3, it'll work all day.
It's such a good time for somebody to take a shot right off of a turnover, just to take a shot downfield. You can always throw that away if you need to. But if it works, that's so demoralizing.
Oh, what was that? It was like a zig, like a 10-yard zig.
Yeah, a little zig route.
No, it's clean. I've never seen anyone run that. X slice you cross. Do people run that? Ike, do you run that? Do you know?
Apparently, I don't have that in my playbook.
Well, shit. Might need it now.
Let me write that down.
Yeah. I better be taking notes.
He does like these play actions that he gets to roll out to the right and let Lamar just create some distance and then make a read downfield. And Hollywood's got the speed to burn some guys. Let's see.
Look at the room Lamar has, and I was gonna ask you, do you think the Ravens are getting better as the season progresses? And then that happened. I was like, well, because he started off like 0-3, and now he's 5-5. So, you know, I mean, could you see him getting really good?
Yeah, I honestly really do. And I try to keep my bias out of it, but his matchups against me, I just see the potential in him. And I know the Ravens, it's really hard to look bad, but just given his age and just his knowledge of the game and the few conversations that we've had, he understands his flaws and the stuff that he needs to work on. And that's really crazy, coming from someone his age, in my opinion.
I mean, he has the time, so fuck, he better know.
Yeah, and just his losses it's not like he's ever really been blown out. His losses always come tragically. It's just something that sometimes he can't control, sometimes just a couple bad reads that just put him out of the game. It's always been close games for the most part.
There's Dobbins dragged for a 9-yard gain. This game going by quick. All these runs. I just finished. Just finished my lunch. Shotgun. X. Oh, Dobbins. Look at that. What? Okay.
I was hoping the user was going to overcommit, but if you just keep that to the outside, you can probably get that inside the 5 easily, if not a touchdown.
I'm seeing that more.
Maybe he's trying to waste a little more time off the clock.
I've been seeing that more. People trying to stop and go in the middle of the field, people pursuing. And Dobbins had 2 holes to hit and hit the worser one, but still 5 yards.
He had door number 1 and door number 2. He said, "I'll take door number 2." And then we said, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want door number 1?"
2 in the morning. Hit second goal, and Ravens knocking on the Beats door. trying to make a beat-related joke. Had nothing for that. All right. Headset on. Oh, read option? No?
I think he's just going to go for the inside zone now. Doesn't even want to play around with the option. Fake hot route, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, send him in motion.
I love a good fake hot route.
Pretend like you're doing anything else other than inside zone. He's only sending 3.
Oh, and Jordan Battle picks it up. Bosa to Battle, the Brooklyn
They called
Beats.
that a touchback. He brought that out to the 1, but they're going to
No, he brought that out to the 1.
Stopped, and they gave him a touchback.
Wait a minute, he totally got dragged out to the 1.
Okay, the fact that he only rushed 3, Bosa got a free release, and then just comes across and hits Dix Dobbins.
Is this what you mean by the Ravens loses tragically?
He literally has the worst stuff go his way.
He's typing in chat.
Amazing.
Oh, that's going to be... Oh, Raven says, I am so sad. 2nd and 25. All right, back up to the 5-yard line here.
Back where they initially probably should have been in the first place, but now it's 2nd down.
Holy shit!
You cover 0. Everybody's manned up for themselves.
He sent a lot of blitzes. The user's Anthony Averett. I think is that Keenan Allen out there.
It is Keenan Allen.
Oh, he got. Oh no! Oh, wow.
Jeez.
That's a lot of confidence play that corner on the number 1 receiver.
0 for 2. Herbert's just thrown the ball away.
Negative 7 passing yards. This game is
1
kinda...
interception.
You sure you don't want to run now, Benny? Huh? You got 13. 3rd 25. Oh, change.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if you don't run the ball or just an easy completion over the field.
Oh, this one's for
just
Derek.
To keep the clock running.
Yeah, there it is. Clock runs. Timeout Ravens. Yep.
You have to force him to use the timeout. You cannot let him get the ball back with all 3 timeouts. Because he got the ball back at the 2-minute warning and only wasted 19 seconds in those 3 plays. Now 4 plays. Like that's not textbook.
Yeah, and I don't even know how to like let's say everything goes the same. Like you get it should be at the 1, and then the next play he throws it away. That's a safety.
Yeah, he would have been a safety if you throw that away in the pocket.
So
hopefully you would have dialed up a different play being that far back. It's just a what if.
Yeah, is XB? No, Jackson throwing away. Yep. 5 for 8 doesn't really feel like that. It kind of feels more like 3 for 7. I don't really think he's thrown that much at all. But this has been a weird game. I do think it'll become faster in the second half, though. These 2 teams will, I think, break out and start scoring way more points than just 3-0 as off the screen. What are you doing, Lamar? You're like 97.
Zach Harrison out of Ohio State just gets a free release on those screens, and that's what they're intended to do. Those screens, they let that free release come, so all those offensive linemen, flow out to the right side where the screen's going to happen, and then you're supposed to dump it off. That's your only responsibility on a screen. And if you don't get rid of it, you're going to have a big boy sitting on top of you.
And Lamar is tired of that hit. You saw Ravens kind of, saying, please, Lamar, feel better. Double stack left. Shotgun Dobbins to the right. Andrews in the little slot action. Murray guarding that out route. Not there. Lamar. Oh, goodness. Oh. Mark Andrews touched it. He had it. He had it.
It's nice to see one of those 50-50 balls and the offensive player at least goes up for it and attempts for it. When you've seen EA just
and now the
so
Beats
dominantly
have a chance again as Jordan Battle's the returner. Oh, he gets rocked there. I didn't realize Jordan Battle returned. It's news to me. Did not know that. I need to go back and rewatch my Alabama film. I don't. Is this even Jordan Battle? This is Jordan Battle, right?
I mean, come on, I was wrong. He's an athlete.
I mean, for sure, but I didn't think he was that fast. He probably was. I don't know. Look, he tried that same crosser again. Tried to go underneath. Oh, really?
Wow.
That's the Brooklyn Beats expansion refs are soft, bro. They'll throw anything. They'll throw anything.
One call like that every single game where you just like, there's no way, and there it is.
The Brooklyn Beats are soft. These expansion refs.
I mean, it was a broken tackle, like as he was going out of bounds. It wasn't even like he hit him while he was out of bounds. He broke the tackle and then went out of bounds, and they called that roughing. Oh my goodness.
Ravens is in chat saying no way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But the user's still Averett here. Doesn't want to get dusted. Oh, didn't get dusted, but was way over the receiver. He leads that back, and it's a complete pass.
Yeah, a lot of cover zero just continues to send the house, make him make a quick read, and he's really yet to do that. It's been a long progressional routes, and when you get hit as you throw, it's not going to make it there.
Coach suggestions, by the way, from the Ravens defense. Oh, this is why you sign him. This is why you sign him to the money. Oh, welcome, Gabriel Davis, to the game. That's why you signed him. That's why you gave him the money.
This is why Ravens is one of the most unluckiest users in the league.
Just this morning, just midnight, last night, Gabriel Davis got signed to a 7-year, $43 million deal. And Herbert, you might be on your way out after that throw. But that's why you sign him. Heads up plays like that. Oh, man. Ravens is the unluckiest players. And he's playing with a bad eye, too. Just got back from the doctors, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so can't really see everything quite well.
Maybe that's why he's user in A.
Yeah.
He can't see the right side of the field.
Oh, he had the cover 2 split. What is he doing? And he stays in bounds. What is happening? This is kind of depressing, really, what's happening. Like, there's guys wide open. This is like textbook stuff. Come on.
A lot of hot routes, wasting a lot of clock. You got to make these reads.
Right off the beat. You should have waited. Maybe he was under pressure. Maybe he was under pressure. I didn't see that. Maybe he was under pressure. Maybe that was my fault. I'm just saying.
I think if he would have stepped up in the pocket, you know, everybody tends to drift backwards. It's a hard habit to break, but
it is.
He would have stepped up in the pocket, created an extra second or two, and let Keenan Allen slip out of that right side, and everybody was bunched up right in the middle. Everybody crosses right at the same time.
It's Herbert there's Tart looking lost, like Atlantis and Tate.
Jeez.
Brooklyn Beats getting bailed, and the Baltimore Ravens have no luck. Oh my goodness, Tate.
That's Auden Tate, big physical receiver, tight end hybrid, whatever you want to call him. I don't really know, but Auden Tate, a physical specimen, and he's capable of making those kind of catches down to the 5-yard line.
As what? I mean, the Brooklyn Beats, their clock management has been great, but they're here. So here we are looking at the slants again, the out route, and Auden Tate. Oh, the luckiest.
Oh my goodness.
The unluckiest man in EML.
He gets spun into the end zone. You know, he didn't have any timeouts, so it had to be a pass. He'd be really risky if it was a run. So it basically had to be a pass to the end zone or incomplete. He throws a flat route that's high, makes him jump up for it, gets tackled and spun into the end zone. You can't make this stuff up.
And the unluckiest man in EML. This is the luckiest drive in EML. Or the unluckiest when you look at it. As he gets 1 second. 1 second. What will he do? A crosser, maybe? A bootleg? I'm kind of speechless. So I'm just gonna watch what happens. Man 3 deep. It's 7-3. That's the thing. Good user. Has X. Yeah. Okay. Let's just forget this first half ever happened. I don't think. I don't know. Ike, anything?
I really don't even know what to say. It was just
Yeah.
such an unorthodox game. A lot of EA animations, but that's how it goes. Everybody has to deal with that. It is what it is. Ravens start with the ball to start the second half.
Can they take the lead back?
Yeah, they got to execute. You know, you might think they got robbed on the goal line their last trip down. So now, given that they're playing from behind, you got to start executing.
And Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. Throwing that little out route there. Let's see. Dobbins? Okay. Ike, you know the tell for running pass in Madden?
Hit me.
If you press B and your user goes on the offensive line, it's a run. If it doesn't, it's a pass. Because when you press B and it doesn't go to that, it's a pass. Because you can't do that with a pass. So
you would be correct.
So for all of you watching, if you remember, there's a little tip. There's a little tell. Because Ravens did that last play. He switched to like 3 different O-linemen. A little delay action from Dobbins. Oh, tried to cut it outside. A delay? Really? Suggestions from both sides of the ball. You don't really see that from the defensive side. Coach suggestions from a lot of teams in EML. They like to run by play type or formation, but not coach suggestions from the defensive side.
Yeah, I don't think it's the smartest thing to do, but as everyone knows, there's all different ranges of skill level in this league. Benny, kind of on, he's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what his skill level is necessarily, but he's just recently come into his own, to my knowledge. So maybe still in the coach suggestions phase, but yeah, I mean, his record shows that he's capable of winning games. So
I know his Ravens does it too, from coach suggestions. That's where he gets those fucking cover zeros from. There's a ton of coach suggestions. But Jackson under center now. A little backyard. Gonna back up the dudes with X right there. Okay, Bateman has the speed, not from Oruwariye. From Mani Oruwariye. Like this Ravens user doesn't quite use one receiver like the others have. We saw one of them only throw to Bateman, one of them throw to Brown, and this he likes to spread the ball out. I've noticed. Also not afraid
Ravens
to run.
User
As
specifically
caught Mark Andrews back to the end zone. What was the safety doing?
Oh, gosh.
Just turn around.
Yeah, that's those zone coverages. Sometimes they just stick to their assignment regardless if there's somebody in their zone or not. But just a dart, an absolute laser to Andrews near the corner of the end zone. Nice little possession catch, puts them ahead by 3. But yeah, this Ravens user tends to be a little bit more reliant on Mark Andrews, if you believe it or not. J.K. Dobbins actually the number 2 in receptions.
Oh.
And then followed by, of course, none other than Marquise Brown, Bateman, and company. But yeah, he really likes Mark Andrews and J.K. Dobbins out of the backfield. So something to look out for.
Flipping the play, saw something he likes to the right side. There's a lot of guys out to the left side. I will agree, Benny. Because they hand off to the left side anyway to Javonte rolling over. Interesting little. Maybe try to bait him to move the defense. As Javonte gets up to 13 rushes on the day for over 70 yards. So back to the running game for the Brooklyn Beats. It was working all last quarter. Would you believe it? Only put up 7 points with it, And now a handoff again. And I think these blitzes are finally getting in the backfield. Took a while, but they're finally getting there.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of Ravens gameplay. You know, he's played some good opponents, so he's been in the game of the week spotlight a time or two. You know, he's played some games that have just been worth tuning into. And we have noticed that he struggles against the run. It's something he's been working on. He thinks that he's better at now, but given just a little dump off in the flats to third string running back, I believe.
What was Benny the guy who was the 49ers and would throw to George Kittle at the backfield? Was that Benny?
Yeah,
because that looked a lot like that play.
It looked like a lot like that concept.
Yeah. Which he doesn't do that anymore, so that's good.
Thank goodness.
But he struggles against the run game. The Ravens does, yeah.
Oh sure, yeah. So Ravens recognizes that's something that he has to work on. So I think that was, if the Beats did any kind of scouting report whatsoever, I think that was a big decision on why they've relied on Javonte so much. And he's been effective for the most part, but now we're starting to see him stall out a little bit. And, that might just be Baltimore really trying to beef up their run defense.
Well, I don't know how the Bengals or the Browns... I do know how well the Browns is. I don't know how well the Bengals running game is, but he's in I would say, kind of a runner-heavy division.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the run-heaviest
You and
divisions.
Browns? Browns loves his running backs, right? Anit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, he loves the running backs. B, wide open. Throw it. There it is. Yep, spin. Oh, a little cut of the field. Look at Bateman right there. 12 for 16. A clean day from Lamar. Some picks have been sketchy, but clean day nonetheless. Hand off. Dobbins cuts it back. Nice cutback. Good vision. I like to see what people do, whether they cut back or they like juke back in. I'm always interested to see what they'll do. Because there's two different types of people with cutbacks. I'm the juking kind. I don't try and cut back like that. Sending 3 down on a draw. Hello, Bosa. Again. I think here comes Dobbins. 13 rushes now. Really picking up speed.
Yeah, this is one of his signature plays. And
Spot and go. Oh. Hello, Mark Andrews. He says one of his signature plays.
Yeah, especially against a mid blitz, that's just going to absolutely torch it. But a great hot route, just put Andrews on a drag route, just a little safety outlet over the middle, and just hit him.
Dobbins cuts the outside, and every beat is there, swallowed up by purple. And now heading into the fourth quarter, this game has flown by. Jeez. Thanks to the running games from these two teams, specifically Benny. But let's see. Baltimore had a pick. They led to a field goal. Baltimore drove down, and then Brooklyn had the luckiest drive and scored. So otherwise than that, another drag to beat, running for his life. Another throw away and right to Oberwarrior.
Gosh.
Been waiting for that one.
Yeah, the Ravens are not prone to those kind of mistakes. He usually has one of those turnovers where he's just like beating himself up at the end of the game. Just, I can't believe I made that read, and that was almost the one.
And there's that corner out to Marquise Brown, who has a speed and touchdown. Ravens will take a 2-score lead here now in the fourth. Finally, see some points put up. That's finally what I've been waiting to see.
Yeah, Marquise Brown just, with his speed, gets that separation on that, corner-ish route, and able to turn it upfield. Give them just a little bit more cushion on this lead.
And that drive did not feel like 3 minutes long. That felt way longer, personally. As Tucker goes up and Ike, out of 11 weeks out of a season, Marquise Brown, 2 touchdowns. 2 receiving touchdowns. Uncommon.
Yeah, that's really weird for a Ravens user, but that just speaks to, this guy's philosophy, just this guy's game plan, and he holds true to it.
And Mark Andrews saw earlier caught his 11th, I think, on the season. So that little Andrews topic I said earlier holds true. If you didn't believe him, don't always believe him. We try not to lie here in the booth or feed you false information. As Auden Tate tries to, get a little funky with it. Yep. I think I'm gonna expect more runs. Honestly, I think I would try and control the clock. I know that sounds weird being down 10, but I think you can do it if you're the Beats. And oh, dude, streaking down that. Really, Herbert?
Oh.
No way, he got the speed. Was that Odafe? Chasing down? No, Amenu. Is that the guy at Texas?
Yeah.
Charles Omenu.
Yeah. I know Herbert's not the most.
He's
mobile,
a taller guy.
He can definitely.
Yeah.
He definitely just got these long strides. Just let him take off every once in a while.
And there he is. There's my dude.
The fan favorite.
If you don't know about Donald Parham, I'm surprised you didn't try and get him. Season 1.
Oh, trust me, I tried. He wouldn't let him go.
Well, he hasn't fucking used him.
Yeah, I know. Told me he was gonna use him and
that's what they all say.
Develop him, and I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see. Went with Auden Tate.
It's probably his first catch of the year. Parham we just saw. So. Oh, the Ravens doesn't have Jaquiski Tart. He's a different Tart. He is T-Tart. Don't know who that is. Herbert, another handoff to Javonte.
Jeez.
Okay, you know what? Commentators lie. Yeah, you might want to pass more than you run here. I don't know what I was thinking. That was kind of foolish of me to say.
He has been sending the house a lot, forcing Herbert to make a quick read, and he hasn't necessarily done that. And I think passing has been his bread and butter, much more than his run game. Although obviously we've seen the script switch a little bit, and he's been more reliant on the running game. As we see Guyton just getting open.
Gets out of bounds though. Herbert just gets over 100 yards. Those slant concepts, I noticed he likes running those. I noticed that.
Because he's been sending a lot of pressure, he's been in a lot of man coverage, and if you run some slants, some drags, some ins, some outs, something's going to get open. He's got to make the right read.
Queen the user in this play. From right to left, Guyton. Gonna switch to that. Is that Chuck Clark?
Chuck Clark.
Okay, hand off to Williams, and there's Clark with the first initial hit. Shook it off. 17 rushes, 90 yards. Approaching 20 attempts and 100 total yards. Will we see it?
You're getting to that point in the game. You're obviously down by 2 scores, so you might think about settling for 3 here, and then just try and get the ball back. Use your timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Get the ball back before the 2-minute warning at least.
Beautiful zig route, and Guyton just refusing to go down these last couple plays. Did he? I think he did.
I'm surprised he didn't just willingly go out. It was almost like he wanted to stay in and fight for yards, but at that point, just get out, stop the clock. But, Guyton refused to go down, showing the resilience of this Beats team.
Or now, a little RPO action gets the block. Guyton again. That's going to be called a rush. Okay, really?
Yeah, when you throw those RPO bubbles nearly right after the snap, it'll basically be counted as a lateral because they'll be throwing it backwards.
Oh. Huh. Herbert in the mood to throw. Williams out there making man miss, but yeah.
You get a few more yards if you cut that inside, or you can go outside and stop the clock. I don't know. It's kind of however you want to approach the situation.
That's a user timeout from Brooklyn. He's flustered.
I'm not a big fan of that call. Your timeouts are so crucial at this time.
I would have thought he would have gone to field goal formation to least right now. Maybe that's what the plan was, field goal formation, just throw that kick. That'd be actually a decent decision. The underneath route's right there and takes the one-on-one. No huddle. Oh, okay.
As long as you score before the 2-minute warning, I guess that's the only reason it's going to be okay for letting up that one timeout.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, that's going to be crucial down the line.
And there's those blitzes. Hello.
Goes for an
2-minute
inside
warning's gonna hit.
zone. He might have a chance for one more play, but it's got to be quick.
He's letting that clock tick. I don't
And
know.
he's just letting it drain. I don't understand.
The more and more we watch games, the more and more we do need clock management for.
There it is, that 2-minute warning. So you no longer have that free timeout that is considered the 2-minute warning. You'd want to be on defense at that point, given you would be able to stop the ball on first, second, and third down, and then hopefully get the ball back on fourth. But now it's a must-score situation. You do not want to be down 7.
Herbert patiently looking. There's a slants. Potts. I mean, this is all covered up. No way he forces this. Did he get... Still... Okay. I don't like the call. I mean, you made it this... I mean, yeah, no, I get it. I'm just like, you were so aggressive. Actually, no, he wasn't aggressive at all. He was conservative. He was trying to run the ball.
Yeah, that was the problem. The fact that he could have kicked a field goal, he could have settled for a field goal at 3 minutes
Yep.
with all 3 timeouts. And the fact that you are all the way down to 1:50 with now only 2 timeouts. Let's say you stop them on first and second down. You stop the clock. They run the ball on third down. Now you don't have a timeout to stop the clock. And so they can run the clock down the entire third down and the entire fourth down. And then you get the ball back with very limited clock.
And Dominus has been gradually getting more carries as the second half has gone on. So, he's ready to get more yards. But right there, timeout. And if everything goes his way, he should get the ball back around 1:10. A little bit above a minute.
We have seen Bosa. Yeah, I've seen Bosa come in clutch in a time of need. He did have a hit stick fumble at the goal line earlier, so maybe that comes into effect.
Holy shit, this Brooklyn Beatsy line coming alive right now. -4 yards from Zach Harrison. And bad timeout. You let the clock run too long.
A little too much time.
Roach, the Titans. Welcome.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
He is going to go with a pass concept, so if I don't want to say too much because I know he's in stream, but if it's an incomplete pass, that would stop the clock.
He's looking BXYA.
So you have to make sure
BXYA. That's the read.
It's a completed pass, regardless.
Game. The Ravens win. And the Brooklyn Beats will be upset at home and will be getting their second loss of the season. We'll go to the 5-5, now 6-5 Baltimore Ravens, and Ike. That sucks for the playoffs. That's going to affect hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you in the playoff race for seeding or anything.
It's not going to affect me whatsoever.
No, I'm talking about for the Brooklyn Beats.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not you. For the Beats.
I mean,
you being the Beats are, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
If you were the Brooklyn Beat, this would be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Raiders has had a tough go as of lately. Took a tough loss last week, kind of exposing them a little bit. Maybe somebody will do something with that information. I don't know, but I mean, this division is never a given. I expect it to be decided in the last couple weeks. Ravens is a legit contender. He just has some tough losses to some good opponents. So I think, in my opinion, he was never going to lose this game, but just some unfortunate scenarios, some unfortunate events just didn't go his way. Just made this game a little bit closer than it should have been, in my opinion. And then on the flip side, Brooklyn just clock management, a little bit of execution down the line, just really set them back, put them in a tough position at the end of this game.
And Benny, if you watch this back, too much run, need more pass. That's my analysis. And if you're the Ravens, you're on the up and up. Really, I think so. I genuinely think we're on the up and up. And if you make playoffs, don't lose first round. That's all I got. And with that, I think everyone just joining or joining now, I think we're going to final instrument unless Ike, you play? Bengals has been adding you all morning.
I know. I just slept.
Sleeping through it. So hit him up, and stream will come back on soon. But I'm gonna let the stream end, so let everything calm down a little bit. Check Discord, grab some water, and yeah. Thanks for hitting the follow. Thanks for joining us, and check us out on Discord. Go to our About section and hit the links there. Bye.